Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we will learn about the addition and multiplication of the matrices. Now we'll start with a 2 by 2 matrix, and it's very easy. Like addition and scalar multiplication is definitely very easy. So let's consider we have uh, 1 2 3 4, and we want to add. It doesn't need to be same. I just make it very simple. So what does it mean? It will basically just do the each element summation. What does it mean? That's mean 1 plus 1, and it will be 2. Okay, so let me erase it. I think you understand the concept, like how we are doing it. So basically what will happen, that your result will be 2, 2 plus 2, 4, 3 plus 3, 6, 4 plus 4, 8. So that's the very simple addition between 2 by 2 matrix. It can be anything, but that's a very simple thing. Now, matrix multiplication with a scalar value is again also a very easy thing. So again, I'll consider similar kind of matrix, and let's consider I have a scalar value of 2. Then what will happen, it will be 2 into 1, which means 2, 2 into 2 4, 2 into 3 6, 2 into 4 8. So that's basically my scalar multiplication. Okay, so we covered the addition and the scalar multiplication. Now the next thing is important one, that is matrix multiplication. Okay, so now we'll talk about matrix multiplication. I think everybody should understand this very carefully. So let's consider here I will provide, instead of number, I'll give some letter so that it will be easy. Um, let's consider we have two matrix like this. This is E. Let's remove this roughly. Okay, let's make it B, C, D, F. Okay, when we are doing the matrix multiplication, how it works actually, it's go by this row and this column. So what does it mean? It will do like this: xb plus yd. So that will be my first element. So it will multiply basically this value to this value and this value to this value, and then it will add that. So that's my first element. When we will build the second element here, so how it will work, it will basically do the same thing but on this row. So what will happen here, it will be x c, because now we multiply with the first row x to c, and y f. Okay, clear. Now similarly, when we'll talk about this particular element, it will be again do the same thing. So z b plus e d, and here it will be z c and plus a f. Hope it makes sense. So let me just show one more time. When we are building this element, what we are doing, we are multiplying this to this and this to this. So row with the column and then adding that. Clear up to this? So this is the matrix multiplication. Here it's a 2 by 2. It can be anything. So this is the multiplication. Multiplication. And very important to understand this concept. Lot of time we use this thing. Now we will discuss about one very important property. Like, remember this thing, matrices do not commute. What does it mean? It's mean whatever result we are getting like this, if we just change it, like for example, let me write it red. So if we do B C D F and X Y Z A, our result will not be same. Our result will not be same. So this is very important property, because now what will happen, your first element will be xb plus zc. So you see your first element was this and this, but here it is xb and zc. So obviously they both are not same. So what does it mean? It's mean, suppose if you have a dot b does not equal to b dot a. So this is a very important property to remember. Okay, so let me just complete this. So xb zc, and similarly if we calculate this one, so this will be our yb plus ac, and this will be our xd plus zf, and this will be our yd plus af. So only thing we saw that okay, this one and this one is probably matching, but otherwise nothing is matching. So very important concept. Remember these things for the matrix multiplication. This is a very vital rule. Okay, I'll say rule 1, just remember this and we can prove it. Now one thing for your practice, what you can do, like probably just take two random matrix, probably 2 3 4 1, and another one is probably just take 2 1 5 and 6, and find out this result. This is your practice. This is your practiced one, and let me know what is your result is coming. Okay. Okay, so we discussed about the rule 1. Now another very important rule is, suppose this is your m by n matrix, and when we are doing this with this here, because look how we are going by number of columns on this matrix to number of rows into this matrix. So number of rows should be same. Okay, so here it's very important that number of columns here, number of columns just or these dimensions, number of columns, number of these dimensions, and number of this dimension, or number of um, rows should be same. These two should be same. These two should be same. Okay, very important concept. I'll probably just write it like a rule 2 so that you can remember it easily. And what will happen when we'll multiply this, you will get a matrix of m into p dimensions, m into p dimensions matrix. Okay, so this is our rule 2. So very important two rules. Remember this first rule, that multiplying matrix with a into b not equal to b into a, and rule 2 is this has to be same, that number of columns on your first matrix, or one when you are multiplying a number of um, uh, rows on the second one should be same, and that will give you a m by p dimension matrix. Now finally, from the theoretical point of view, just write down a formula that if this is a matrix A with m by n dimension, and if it is a matrix B with n by p dimension, then we know that we will get a matrix after multiplication with C, which will be m by p dimensions. So we can write actually C is a product of matrix A into B. Now this is a small c, so which is denoting any element of I and j. So any element considering this will be the formula of summation of position A, I and B, J, and then we'll do it up to K. So we'll do it K, and here it will be Kj. So K equal to 1 to, how long we'll do it? We'll do it for n uh, times, right? We'll do it for the n times, so we'll do it for the n times. So this is the general formula to get any element, because if it is um, um, very long matrix, then you need this kind of formula which you have to implement into the different coding, and you have to find out the matrix. So this is the general formula. This is the small c actually, and ij, I think summation, yes. Okay, great. So I think what are the things we covered? Quickly just summarize. We covered that addition and multiplication of the matrices, and when we are doing the addition, it's a very simple steps. You just do it element to element add. So basically 1 plus 1 equal to 2, 2 plus 2 equal to 4. Scalar multiplication is very easy, and then we saw the actual multiplication, and multiplication we understand how we are doing the multiplication. Rule number 1, a dot b not equal to b dot a, that we kind of understand why this is not. And also rule number 2 is basically m into n dimensional matrix, if you multiply, then you have to make sure that this n is same, and you will get a m into p dimensional matrix, and this is the general formula. Okay, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.